On Beat is a Fritzy back with another How to Play. Today we're looking at how to play here on Trick Taking Thursday the trick taking game Circus Corgis, which is a dog circus trick taking game for 2 to 4 players. It takes about 30 minutes. It is from Zurua Games, and I got this from their website a while back, and I do want to thank them for helping me out because they didn't have shipping outside the U.S. on their website, and I contacted them and said, "Hey, I would love to get this game," and they said, "Sure, we can ship it to you. Let's work this out," and we did, and I appreciate that. In the game, you get the rules. It says here it's for ages 12 and up. You get 39 Corgi cards, which come in red. I said hold these the right side up. You have in blue, purple, green, and red. You will use 1 suit per player. There is also these wild suited cards. I believe its numbers 1, 2, and 3, which are in gray. They're basically just wild. You can play them anytime. Now you will notice some cards, not the 2, 3, or the 4, but the 1 and then the 5 through 9 have numbers underneath the bottom. Well, these are numbers that you can make this card by playing a dog bone, a treat. It's basically you use treats to improve the tricks your dogs are performing at the circus. You can't do that with the 4, the 2, 3, or the 4, but every other card you can. Making the 1 the highest number if you want instead of the lowest. Otherwise, it's just a 1. And the cards have just a smooth little plastic cord finish. Again, you're going to use, it's a 3 or 4 player, actually it's 2 to 4 players. In 3 or 4 players, you will use 1 suit per player, so 3 suits for 3 players, 4 suits for 4. I believe 2 players is a, I need to double check what that is, the setup for 2 players. I guess for 2 players, this is just 2 suits. You also have these little discs, wooden discs, which are going to be used. Each player is going to select the color. You have these wooden stars. You have this tent card, which has 2 sides to it. Choose whichever you prefer. And on this tent card, you're going to put all these stars. You get a star by winning a trick. On top of that, you got these 2 cards here, which are double-sided. One side is for 2 players specifically. The other side is for 3 or 4 players. And I'll probably just show you 3 players, even though I mixed all the suits in there. Just whatever. You also got these wooden dog bones, which are the treats. This is basically a second print run. There is an earlier print run that was basically the same thing components-wise, but maybe some slight differences. So each player is going to get some tokens. Let's just say we're not using purple. I'll be blue. They can be green. They can be orange. And we're going to take 3 of these and put them on these little trophy card here. The game will end once one person gets to 4 trophies in a 3 or 4 player game or 5 in a 2 player game. And then they win the game. How you're going to get trophies is by predicting how many tricks you're going to win and being accurate. There's 2 ways to predict. You can either predict a range, so you can predict that you're going to win 0 to 2, 3 to 5, or 6 to 9 tricks. And if you're correct, you get 1, 2, or 3 treats, and you'll get 1 trophy. The other way is you could specifically predict that you will win a certain number of tricks. And if you're correct, if I predict I'm going to win 4 tricks and I win 4 tricks exactly, I get 2 trophies as well as the associated number of treats. So, got that. You know what? We'll just do 4 players. And put the purple under there. And we'll put the purple over here. There you go. And we will put these treats up here. Now, each person is going to start off with 2 treats. I've seen one video on this game where they didn't do that, but they realized they were wrong. So make sure each person gets 2 treats to start off with. And you will deal out 9 cards per player. Let's just do that. As I lose a card. Wild cards again. Those gray colored cards can be used in place of the lead suit if you choose. And you will have some cards left over. You will just take these out of the game. They won't be used in this round. Later on, once you reshuffle for the next round, you will put them back into the game. You'll shuffle them back in. So that is the setup. 1 suit per player, plus the free wild gray cards, the gray clowns as they're called. And you just discard these remaining cards back to the box for the rest of the round. Or whichever ones you're not using, whichever suits you're not using, you'll discard back to the box. Deal out 9 cards each. Add 2 treats to each player. Give each player their little discs. Any cards left over, you'll put aside for the time being, as well as the rest of the dog treats. And you lay out all the bidding cards and the trophy cards and all that you see before you. And then we go on to bidding. So yeah, these free cards will be set aside for the next round. Each player is going to look at their hand and try to predict how many tricks they're going to win. So maybe I think I'm going to win 3. So I'll put my token here. This guy looks at his hand and says, you know, maybe I think I'll win between 3 and 5. So to put the token there. And this guy looks at his hand and says, yeah, I think I'll win maybe 4. And this last guy looks at his hand and says, you know what, I think I'm just going to say that I'm going to win between 0 and 2. And then you proceed to play. Does it say how to determine the start player? Or dealer, for that matter. Doesn't say. You just will select the start player however you want. Now it says as a tip you want to bid so the total number of tricks is not 9 because there's 9 tricks, and that will cause your opponents to fail if you succeed. So like, if one person bids 1 to 3 tricks, you bid 5. Right now we've got 2, potentially 7, 10. We have way too many tricks bid here. So we'll see what happens. Pretty straightforward trick-taking game. One person will lead whatever suit they want. I'll lead red. It's must follow, so this guy has to play red if he has. If he doesn't, he can play whatever he wants. This guy doesn't have red, so he's just going to play whatever he wants. Maybe he plays this free. And then this guy will play a 9. Highest card of the suit led wins the trick. And he can take these cards, put them over here. And he takes a star. Now, theoretically, yeah, I'll just keep all the cards, I guess, for now. Just so we know you won a trick. And then he's going to lead the next one. So maybe he leads this green 8. Now, I decide, you know what? I have a 7. I'm not going to win this trick. But I do want to win tricks. So I'm going to put this bone on here. Changing this to a 12. And then this player will go. He doesn't want to beat that, can't beat that, so he puts down a 2. And then the final player is going to go, and he says, you know what, I'll put down a 4. So I win the trick. I am going to lose the bone. We'll put it into the little pile there. And I collect a star. Once you have no more treats, you can't use them, obviously. But you keep going around the table like this. Pretty basic trick-taking game. Playing tricks and trying to win tricks. At the end, let's just say we have something like this has happened. Once everyone's, played out the cards and everyone's won tricks, Let's just say he used all his bones. He used all his bones. He used one bone. I have one bone still. And everyone has their stars here. So what we're going to do is look at the predictions now and see who wins what, if anything. I was the blue player. I predicted I was going to win 3 tricks. I won 2. So I did not meet my prediction. So I don't get any rewards. I'm stuck with 1 bone. And I can put these back on the circus card here, the 10th card. Next is green. They bid that they would take between 0 and 2. They took 2. Since they bid for this specific range of 0 to 2, they get just 1 bone. Well, they get 1 bone because that's their prediction. And they get 1 reward. So green is going to move over to 1. 1 trophy for them. Yay. This player over here, which was orange, I believe, they said they were going to win. No, wait. How did I get the orange one here? I was blue. I said I was going to win 3 tricks. I didn't. I believe they said they were going to win 4. They didn't. They won 3. So they failed to meet their objective. They don't win any rewards. We can put all these stars back. And then finally we had the purple, who said he's going to win 3 to 5 tricks. He won 2. He did not meet his objective, and so nothing happens. Obviously, then you'll just collect all the cards, including the ones you put aside, reshuffle, redeal, and continue playing. You will continue playing until somebody has hit the 4 or 5 trophies, and that person wins the game. It's a pretty straightforward trick-taking game. I like the whole idea and the theme and everything. And I like that you have these bones that you can use to change the value of certain cards to help you perhaps basically trump in and win the trick with a smaller card, or, you know, perhaps you save them for more important moments. But yeah, you have to try to accurately predict how many tricks you're going to win. And if you do, you get rewarded. If you don't, you're not going to do very well. But anyways, it's a really nice game. I don't know if they're still in print in stock, but they'll probably be printed again at some point in time. If anything, check out Zero Games, link in the description. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. I will see you next time. More thanks for watching.